Hey guys, this is Van Blam here, showing you KonCraft. Our new creative tool that we have for you. I'm going to click New Game, get this thing loading, and get right into it. Alright, as you can see now we have a new little grid world here, and this will make it easy for you to decipher what parts are yours and what part is part of the world. So, alright, let's dive right in. So I'm going to run up here and let's see what we got. Bring up the menu here, and we got a different type of menu. A lot more interesting, huh? I'm going to go ahead and name this real quick. I'm going to call it level 1, and that's going to be your design. It's under obstacle, as you can see. That's that checkbox that it's under there. Let's go ahead and type down level 1, and there's 3 different types. There's obstacle, and then there's creative art, and then there's architecture. These are all different, and I'll explain those in a little bit. But first, just click Start Recording, and place our first cursor. So I'm going to go create here and just click this to 1, because I want to be able to see my cursor. So let's run over here and put it right there. Now this is where it's going to be starting. This is going to be my entrance right here. This is where it's going to go, and this is how it's going to start, and so on and so forth. So, alright, let's see. Bring up this menu again, and well, let's make it about a 5 by 5. Let's see. Okay, cool. Then we got these nifty little tools on the side. These will allow you to change values, like invert them. So this is 5. We click that, -5. Ooh, sweet. And we close that, and you can see where the selection box is right there. Ah, sweet. Yes, we like this. We want to cut this out. So we're gonna, you can click this around a little bit more. You can see on the values they'll switch around. So if you want to cut the opposite side, blah blah blah, and there you go. You can do it, no problem. But let's get back to our original spot here, and we'll go ahead and see this button here. This will click this. Will completely revert those 2 objects. So it'll take depth and width and put them in their spots. It'll be -5 at the bottom and 5 at the top. But let me cut this out and cut this area too. And hell yeah, check it out. We got a cut spot. Woot. A lot easier than last time, because now you can see what you're doing. So awesome. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and cut another section, but first let me show you these little nice tools on the side here. Let me close this. We got these little arrows here that will allow you to adjust the same thing you do in that menu without having that menu open. So if you want to make it taller, you can make it taller. If you want to move it down, oops, that was an accident. But if you want to move it down, make it taller, make it shorter, or whatever you want, you can do that. These buttons on the side here allow you to move your cursor around. Like if I want to go up, I can click it up. Ooh, sweet. Now the ones below it, these 2 down here, these are relative to where you're standing. So if you're standing here, it'll move it to the left, move it to the right, move it up and down. So if I'm facing this direction, you can see that they're going relative to where I'm standing. So if I were on the other side of it, it would move relative to where I'm standing. How about that? Alright, let's go ahead and cut this out. We got little hotkeys you can press. So if I press 5, you see it says select a block, because I didn't select a block yet, so I pressed the wrong button. So 5 is place, and 0 right there, boom, cut. And let's see, that looks good. I think we're going to want to put some walls in here, so let me grab a block now here on the left. We'll click this one. This looks good. Let's see. I want to manipulate this. I can't even talk right now. What the hell's wrong with me? Alright, let's see. Let's move it over. Looks good. Move it this way. Make it a little taller. Let's move it down here first. I'll go negative and then put it over here. Yeah, that looks good. I would cut all this, but I kind of want you to see what's going on, so it's kind of interesting. In a minute here, I'll design this part and then another wall, and then I'll skip forward and actually design the whole thing, so you have to watch me do the whole entire thing. But let's go ahead and place these. And there we go, because it placed that block that I selected when I pressed E. And now I want to go the other way. Oh, yeah, I forgot. You can delete and cut and paste right back there by pressing 5 and 0. And now let's bring up this menu. Let's flip this around. I want 10 at the bottom, 1 at the top. And it'll flip that as soon as I click this. Bing! There we go. Alright, so we're going to close this, and I'll run over here and show you. We're going to want to resize this so it fits inside this little room here. So I'm like, alright, we'll adjust some stuff. Adjust the width, depth, height. Make it to what I want to see here. And that looks good. So, you know what? I'm going to skip ahead here in a few seconds and build the entire room. And you can do the same, or you can build any kind of room you want, and we'll get back to where I am here. Alright, be back in a second. And here we go. Check it out. Yeah! got a floor, we got a ceiling, we got walls, we got a trim at the top and bottom. We are kicking ass. That's right. Yeah. All right, now I'm going to show you how this cursor thing works. You can turn it off by clicking this here, and cursor's gone, so it's not in your way when you're doing single block stuff. And same thing with the mini tools. You can click that on and off right there. I think period on your numpad will turn that on and off. But now, when you shut the cursor off and you go to click in places with your pointer, you won't move the cursor. The cursor has to be turned on for it to move. Remember that. And I'll show you the importance of that later. So, all right. Now we're going to want to save this design. So, we're happy with what we have here. I want to save this so I can, use it again later. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go to record, and as soon as you hit stop recording, boom, it'll save level 1 as an obstacle. So, all right, cool. And let's go to saved. You'll see it there. It says nothing here because you got to click one of the arrows here, and it'll bring up level 1. So I'm going to select it. You click that. The select button's a little weird. It'll say unselect sometimes when you want to select it. So just pay no attention to that. We're working on that. No big deal. Anyway, there it is. It'll show you where your selected area was that you made. And you really don't want it here, obviously, in the same spot, because it is where my cursor is. So the first placement is going to be where my cursor was. So we're going to move it down here a little bit. Sorry, scratching my eye there. Like an eye booger. Hate those. Show cursor. See, I had to turn the cursor on so it would move there. So place a block and boom, it'll move my cursor there. So it has to be on for your cursor to move positions. Okay, so let's go ahead. It says deselect, but we're going to select it. So, all right, let's go ahead and select it. There we go. All right, and we're going to place it right here. Boom, there we go. So there's your whole section that you made. That's pretty nifty, huh? You can run through it. Look at that. Yeah. Let's run over here. Check this one out too. All right. Now I'll show you some other stuff here in a second. Let's go ahead and make architecture. We'll make a simple little stupid pillar. So we'll call it pillar. Let's go ahead and type that in here. Pillar 1. That's fine. And we'll hit start recording. Boom. Okay. So we'll close this down. And our cursor is selected. Right now it's kind of big, but don't worry about it. I'm just going to go ahead and place these. And I didn't mention earlier, but if you press C, that'll change your camera view. There we go. And you press V, and that'll go the other direction. There we go. So there you go. Now you have a little pillar there. And we'll save that. That looks good enough. I'm lazy. That works. Stop recording. All right. And now that should be in our saved under architecture. So let's run down here and place one. Let's see. Yeah, let's make this 1 because it's kind of, I hate having a big cursor, so I just want to like 1 by 1 cursor. And that's where my pillar's going to start right there. So we'll go here and make sure we're in architecture, make sure it says pillar, and go ahead and select it, even though it says deselect. That's where we like it right there. And we'll go ahead and place that. Make sure everything's still here. Good. Everything looks good. Place it. Boom. There we go. Alright. What the hell? Let's place 1 more. Why not? 3 pillars is better than 2. So we'll go ahead and place this here. And boom. There we go. Okay, now, after I place this little puppy down, let's actually create something with what we created. Something really easy and simple. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Boom. Let's see. Okay, now we got something fresh here. I'm going to bring in my obstacle and make sure level 1 here. Alright, select that. I'm going to place that in there. And boom. Okay, so now this is the cool part. This is going to be pretty awesome. I should just delete this block back here. We don't want this. Get out of here. Alright. Now we're going to place our cursor over here and place the same creation again. Let's go ahead and go here. But you know what? I want to move it around. I don't like where it is. So let's bring this open here and let's move it over a little bit. About right there. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and place that. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll put that here. Everything looks right. Purple is kind of the area that's cut out and red's kind of into the wall, but now you can see what we have created there. Check that out. So, you know what? Let's make this taller. You want to make it taller? Yes, make it taller. So we'll go ahead and grab the same one again, close this here, and we'll grab this little orange buttons at the top here. Let's move it over first, and then we'll move it up. Here we go. And then move it back, and you know, you can always run over there and make sure it's in the right spots. So you're like, yeah, it looks good. All right, cool. And you go ahead and place that. If you didn't notice, on the right there's a square and a half square on the very right side there. The square is placed and the half square is removed, in case you're wondering what those were. But let's go ahead and remove these blocks here. I would speed this up, but I'm going to make you watch me delete all these blocks one by one. I'll try not to sing because I'll probably damage your eardrums, so hold on. Oh, doing it again. Oh no. Alright, now that we got these gone, they're just in my way here. Let's put a pillar. Yeah. Pillar's fun. Remember that pillar we made earlier, right? Just click architecture. Oh, there it is. Yay. Select that bitch and place it. Boom. I want one more because I want it to go all the way to the ceiling, so we're going to take that and move it up. And there we go. That looks good. Place that and booyah. Yeah. Well, that's all she wrote. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial video. Check us out on KonCraft.com and peace. See you later.